Hello everyone and welcome to another Pyro Gaming video. We have quite a bit to talk about today. There is the Dawning, there is a pretty effective Masterwork farming technique, there's a way that you can get 20 tokens from the Vanguard or Crucible match per strike per match. It's pretty ridiculous, and we also have to talk about something that Xur is bringing tomorrow. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. And we will start things out with talking about the Dawning. Today, Bungie posted on their blog that the Dawning will begin on December 19th and will last 3 full weeks, all the way until January 9th of 2018. Man, that feels kind of weird to say. The Dawning will bring new items to collect from the Eververse Trading Company, things such as new exotic emotes, new exotic ships, exotic ghosts, and exotic sparrows, and will also bring new Dawning-themed armor for each of the 3 classes in Destiny 2. Now, in order to obtain these new items, you will either A, have to purchase them with real money from the Eververse Trading Company, or B, you will be able to earn 1 Engram each week with a new Dawning milestone that will be added to your milestones in-game. Now, Bungie went on to say that if you don't want to do any of those, or if you don't want to buy anything, or even do the milestone, you will still be able to obtain every bit of this gear during the Dawning by purchasing it with Silver Dust, or Bright Dust, I guess it's called in Destiny 2, from Eververse. They said that they will make it a note that throughout the 3-week course of the Dawning, she will sell every single exotic emote, every single exotic sparrow, exotic ghost shell, every single piece of armor for all 3 classes throughout the 3-week course of the Dawning. So that's pretty good news. You're going to be able to collect all this and not have to rely solely on the 3 Engrams that it looks like you'll be able to get a week, or 9 Engrams if you have 3 different characters, it sounds like. And you also won't have to outright buy it. If you have a bunch of Bright Dust saved up like I do, I'm sure a lot of you do, you're going to be able to get all this stuff. So good on Bungie's part for doing that. I know that the whole silver thing and the microtransactions have been a hot topic for them, so for them to offer all that up in the 3 weeks that the Dawning will be active, I say that's a win. That's good on them. And another thing that will be coming with the Dawning is in the tower and also in the farm, you will be able to have freaking snowball fights. How fun is that, man? You get to run around and have snowball fights in the tower and in the farm in the Dawning. I'm actually really looking forward to that. That sounds like it's going to be fun. Moving on to our next topic, one of my favorite new additions in the most recent patch for the December update is the new Boons of the Vanguard and Boons of the Crucible consumables that you can purchase from Zavala and Shaxx respectively. Now these things are pretty awesome, man. The ones over at Shaxx cost 25 legendary shards a piece, and the ones over at Zavala cost 10 legendary shards a piece. Now the reason for the price increase at Crucible, I have to assume, is because more people are going to get the gift. Now, if you've never used these, basically what they do is once you complete a strike or a Crucible match, assuming you consumed one of these new little things, you are giving every single player in that activity a reward, basically, in addition to the rewards that they're already going to get. Now, these rewards range from the smallest prize, I'm just going to call them prizes from here on out, but the smallest prize is 5 Vanguard tokens or 5 Crucible tokens, whether you're playing strikes or Crucible matches, and the largest prize is a round of exotics for every single player. I haven't personally seen that one happen yet, but I do see the legendary gift pop up quite a bit. The legendary gift is exactly that. It's a legendary weapon or armor piece, and I said something earlier about farming for Masterworks. I have gotten 6 legendary weapons from doing these little gift things, and of those 6 legendary weapons, 4 of them were Masterworks. So I don't know if that's just coincidence, but I also played with a couple of other people, and they had a really high drop rate of getting Masterworks as well, both from strikes and from Crucible, so I would highly recommend using these. Now, another major benefit to using these is while I can only pop 1 per activity, you can also pop 1, and the third person in your strike team can pop 1. You can theoretically have 8 people pop 1 in a Crucible match, and in theory, if they all grant the tokens as a reward, you can seriously get 40 Crucible tokens from 1 Crucible match. That is ranking up Shaxx 2 times for doing 1 match. Now, as far as the Vanguard side goes, if all 3 of your fire team members pop 1 and you are rewarded with the tokens, you're guaranteed 15 tokens. If you're doing heroic strikes, you're also going to get an additional 6 tokens. So if you're running a fire team of 3, you all pop a consumable, you are getting 21 or 22 tokens per strike. You're literally ranking up Zavala every single strike. Honestly, this adds an entirely new depth of motivation for me to do these strikes and Crucible matches. because, I mean, why not? That is so much fun to get these little packages that give you the 5 tokens. And I'll show you what they look like here for the Vanguard, and I will also show you what they look like for the Crucible. They seem to drop exactly 5 tokens. It doesn't seem to be affected by your Ghost Shell. It doesn't seem to be affected by any other factors. It is 5 tokens. That's what you get. Now, going back to Masterwork Weapons real quick, I've had a lot of people ask me questions about these. It is a new system. It can get a little confusing. Whenever you get a Masterwork weapon, let's just say it's a scout rifle, it doesn't matter what scout rifle it is. If you dismantle that weapon, you will get either 1, 2, or 3 Masterwork cores. Masterwork cores go into your consumable slot, even though they show up as like legendary shards. It's not an actual currency. They do end up going into your consumable inventory. Now, once you have dismantled enough legendary Masterwork weapons to obtain 10 Masterwork cores, you can then go and take those Masterwork cores and apply a Masterwork mod to any legendary weapon in the game. I, for example, applied a Masterwork mod with 10 Masterwork cores to my Better Devil's hand cannon and made it a Masterwork weapon. Now, I got really lucky and I got reload on my hand cannon, and that was exactly what I wanted, so I didn't have to re-roll it. But if you wanted to re-roll it, you can do so by applying 3 more Masterwork cores to that weapon and changing the perk set. And just to clarify, re-rolling a Masterwork weapon only changes the Masterwork stats, so the plus 10 reload, the plus 5 stability, things of that nature, not the actual perks on the gun. Something like, say, explosive rounds and Better Devils is always going to be there. I just wanted to clarify that so I didn't get any comments about it. Now, for me personally, I really like the new Masterwork system. It gives you another layer of depth to legendary weapons. It gives you another layer of excitement when you get one. I'm all for that. And honestly, my favorite thing isn't exactly the stat bonuses that you get for those weapons or the kill tracker. I don't really care about that either. My favorite thing is the fact that I can go get double kills with a Masterwork weapon and generate an orb that I myself can pick up. This is the first time in the history of Destiny 1 or 2 that our Guardians are actually able to generate orbs and pick up our own orbs. I mean, that's great, man. I love the fact that I can finally benefit from my playstyle and get my super quicker, and it's such a noticeable difference. I did a strike the other day, and I finished with like 46 orbs created as a Striker Titan, and honestly didn't really get that many kills with my super. It was just from the Masterwork weapon. I absolutely love it, man. I cannot wait to make all my favorite legendaries Masterworks. And the last thing that I'm going to leave you guys with in this video is starting tomorrow when Xur is back in Destiny 2. For the first time, he will be selling his new Faded Engram as well as 3 of Coins. Now, if you did not play Destiny 1, 3 of Coins is a consumable that once activated, it increases your drop rates for getting exotics. Now, in Destiny 1, you had to pop a 3 of Coins before every major that you killed. In Destiny 2, it will be more like a Fireteam medallion that Eververse sells, in the sense that you will pop it one time and it will increase your exotic drop rate chances for 4 solid hours before you have to pop another one. There's no use for stacking them, there's no need for multiple people to do it, it gives it to you. And that's great. I love the more simplified method for it. In addition to that, the Faded Engram is going to be fucking awesome. It's going to finally give us something guaranteed that we do not already have. It will look at your collection and it will give you an exotic guaranteed that is not already in your collection. So that being said, when Xur sells this, if he is also selling something that you do not currently have in your collection, buy the thing in your collection from him before you buy and open the Faded Engram. That way you're getting 2 new things instead of just 1. It appears as though these Faded Engrams will cost 97 legendary shards, but that's just a preliminary estimate, so we'll just have to wait and see. And with that, this video is going to come to an end. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you guys, and take care.